YouTube lied to me again. YouTube likes to lie to me a lot. Oh, it says up and coming, so I'm probably starting to go live.
I'm just gonna be muted.
Alright. Alright, and we are live. Hello and welcome. Give me a few moments for me to get my setup going, everyone. But this is my Nerd Talk Live podcast, where I'm usually having my host, Chillin' Cat, but he is MIA due to some personal reasons right now. But I am your host, Damionpyro, and we're going to have a couple guests today. Just give me just a moment. So what we do around here is we talk anything and everything nerdy, and what I categorize anything nerdy about, anything you can be passionate about and like really have like a lot of conversations and you can really get into detail about. That's something that you're a nerd for. Okay, you can be a music nerd, sports nerd, you can be a game, anime nerd, you can be all kinds of nerd like I am. Hell, I'm even a people nerd because I'm genuinely interested in all people and and what they like to do and stuff. So let's get to it. Let me finish getting my setup going here, guys. I am almost done. And I apologize for any delays. But we're going to have two guests on today. Somebody that you guys have been hearing a lot more on my channel lately. Popped by Mahari. I got some questions for him and things like that. And we're going to talk a little bit about some anime and Xenoverse, and we're gonna get some anime that he likes and that he recommends for other people to watch if they haven't seen them. If you have seen them, then heck yeah, we can talk about them in the comments or the chat. But also in the background, I'm gonna be playing some Xenoverse 2, just grinding out TP medals and XP. And I got a few things that I want to talk about, like I got some new information about Borderlands 4. My usual notes that I would have for mine and Kat's little homework segment that we do are going to be postponed because, Kat's got to be here for me to read him the notes about the homework that he gave me. And he's got to be here for me to hear his homework, so, But the other guest that we're going to have is somebody that I met today, going by the name of, hold on, because I don't want to mess it up. YOME3XTION. But he said you can just call him Khalil. I'm going to get them both invited to a room here. So we got everything set up.
There you can enjoy explosive figure battles using the state-of-the-art battle simulator.
We'll do an expert mission for Freight room. We need 2 private slots, one for each of them. And just do everyone welcome. That way we can have some segments where we're just standing there. Let me go ahead and get the invites in here. YOME3XTION, popped by Mahari. Also, but guys, popped by Mahari, does a lot of PvP and other stuff in games, so you can feel free to go check him out on his channel, which, if I figure out how to link it in the description, we'll get that done. Otherwise, I will put it in the comments after this becomes a VOD, and we'll probably put it in the live chat so you guys can see it there, but also, popped by Mahari is in the title of the video. But I sent them both invites, so hopefully they can make it in. So, while we wait on them, some of the stuff I wanted to talk about today, for Borderlands 4, for example, we got some people that were able to go play the game early. I was not, unfortunately, included in that, but we do got some gameplay footage. You can go check out people like Jolt's Dude or Killer6 to actually see the footage, but he talked about some interesting things, like how he believes that the mini-map really needs to be like an optional thing for everyone. So far, this might be something that they add in later, that the auto-sell loot rarity was not in the options that he could see. Certain things like that. But he said the most important thing, other than things that he found that annoyed him, is that he had fun during his experience and that they pulled together their video footage. Also, if nobody knew, you can pre-order the games now. with the standard edition starting at $70 USD, $90 USD for the deluxe edition, and then $129.99 USD for the super deluxe edition. So if you pre-order the regular version, you'll get the Gilded Glory Pack, which will get you a weapon skin, a Vault Hunter skin, and an Echo 4 skin. If you pre-order the deluxe edition, or just buy the deluxe edition even if you don't get pre-order, the only pre-order bonus is that thing that I just wrote off, but the bonus comes with both the deluxe edition and super deluxe edition. The Firehawk's Fury weapon skin, you get the Bounty Pack bottle, which has 4 unique areas, new gear, weapons, vehicles, and cosmetics, and new missions and unique bosses, 4 Vault cards and unique challenges and rewards, as well as the Gilded Glory Pack that was part of the previous one. And then lastly, of course, you get the Borderlands 4 Super Deluxe Edition. You'll get the Ordinate Order Pack, which comes with 4 Vault Hunter skins, 4 Vault Hunter heads, 4 Vault Hunter bodies, the Bounty Pack, which I just read off with the unique areas, missions, Vault cards, all that, gear and everything. Of course, the Gilded Glory Pack we read off, and then one of the things I'm most excited about, the Vault Hunter Pack, which gets you new story missions and side missions, 2 new map regions, new gear, weapons, cosmetics, and most importantly, 2 new playable Vault Hunters. So I am excited for that. Now let's see if we can get our guests in here. We have people entering and leaving the room. And I haven't put any quests up yet. Because I have been talking, but it's alright. Because I have been waiting for XTN to get in. But we may have to wait for him to come back here in a bit. We're just going to put up some Vegetas for right now. We'll change it up as we go.
Hi, hello. I was just slightly off screen. You know, hey, how you doing?
Hey, and here is Mahari.
Yeah. See, I'm taking over your channel now. This is mine now. Hey, welcome back to the Popped Pyro channel. Yes, this is my channel now.
No. Doesn't work like that. This is still Damionpyro games, anime stories, and more.
Not for long.
No, it's gonna stay that way. Trust me. Good luck though. But he does have his own channel, Popped by Mahari, that you guys can check out at any point in time. Yeah. Speaking of things, Mahari, there was a question I wanted to start off with today. What got you into Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2?
Well, okay, I'm gonna explain this exactly how it goes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is honestly how it went, okay? So, this is how it went. It's an elaborate story, pretty long. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Me like Dragon Ball, me see Dragon Ball have game, me download buy Dragon Ball game. And that's it.
Alright. I like the caveman style explanation. It's going to be elaborate. Perfect. So that was essentially the same thing for me.
I just like the anime, and I like the game, so I was like, okay. And I saw like, hey, wait, I can beat people up? Oh, I am so on this.
Oh, for real, though.
But so, I immediately started at 2. I did not play 1. Mainly because at the time I started playing Xenoverse, 2 was already out.
I got you. That makes a lot of sense. I'm sure if you would have found out about the first one, you would have tried to play it. Now, the combat was nowhere near as good in the first one, right? This one, they added a lot more extra combat mechanics. And
I heard there was no stamina breaks, and look at me, I'm number 1. I'm cooking. I cooked.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Hey man, I got a Z, that's all I care about. I'm just here for the XP, the medals, and the conversations. Actually, half the time I forgot that I was even...
Question. How did I get number 1, but I did not get a Z rank?
Bro, that happens to me most of the time I get number 1.
I hate Xenoverse when it does this.
Yeah. I got it because I was standing back just talking most of the time, so I was just kind of blasting him every now and then.
You talk a lot and fast. I was over here be like, how does bro just not stutter in his sentences?
Well, I've been practicing, and I watch a lot of other people's podcasts and how they talk and how they carry themselves, and I kind of try to apply that to myself as I'm starting a podcast. Also, I take notes.
True. But yeah, hey, if y'all need like builds or anything y'all want to try out, hey, you know, hit me up. I will help you with different builds.
Yeah. So
I apologize, I'm gone. I'm helping my wife cook dinner.
Oh, you're good, man. You just get back whenever you can. We're carrying it. We're talking. I already got some questions down. Let me know when you can, and I'll start asking you the questions I had prepared for you. All right?
I got you, buddy.
Yeah. Also, guys, that was Khalil.
Oh,
He's going to be our
kicked me.
secondary guest.
Oh, he's kicking me. Leave me alone. I am not punching you. Why are you locked onto me?
So,
Please lock off.
my experience with it was, as you know from watching my channel with me and him here, we're both fans of Team 4 Stars, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, right? Well, during the point in time that they were releasing the rest of the Cell Saga, they had, on their TFS gaming channel, they started playing this game, and they had a series with a character that was a little... They made him as dark as you possibly could, like closest to black as you could, because he was the half Majin, half Popo son of Popo, and his name was Dumplin'. And there's a hilarious little series that they went on, but I was like, oh, that's cool that they have a Dragon Ball game where you can make your own character and freaking play through a story and everything like that. And as soon as I got a chance, I got the game. And I loved it because I like RPG games. I'm a big fan of any kind of role-playing game, anywhere where I can make my own character, level up, and make builds, and have, you know, skill points and different equipment that affect how I play, you know, and the skills. Yeah, I do like RuneScape. I play RuneScape. Another series, if you all are new to my channel, you'll soon find out. I'm a huge Borderlands fan. I wasn't always the biggest shooter fan. Like, I played a lot of James Bond and stuff like that, but, like, as far as, like, Call of Duty and things really wasn't my thing. I liked Medal of Honor, stuff like that, and Battlefield. But, still wasn't, like, big on the PvP parts of all of that. But freaking Borderlands had, like, a level up system, skill points, different gear with, you know, different abilities, and lots of guns, and, like, guns with unique abilities and things like that really drew me in. And on top of that, like, the background story and the lore of Borderlands was something else, like, as a nerd, that I really got into. Like, also as a writer, because, like, I like to write my own fantasy things and stuff like that. There's like a lot of lore for the Borderlands games, and a lot of it's found through like side stuff you do in the game and exploring. It's not really in your face with the lore of the story. Which, you know, could be seen as a negative for some people, but I like them giving you that reason to explore. And then the memes and references and everything throughout all the series. So, like, somebody as old as me, I've understood all the jokes and references that they've made throughout the series. Right?
Emperor's death beam. Die to death.
Right, there's so many Emperor's death beams going on. But, I've been a big fan of the series and following it all the way soon. I did not get to play Borderlands 1 when it first came out, but my friend Thomas, who showed me Borderlands 1, he let me borrow his game, and I played it, and I beat it. I actually bought Borderlands 2 before I beat Borderlands 1, and as soon as I finished the game and gave it back to him, I immediately went, had my buddy Sean join with me, started Borderlands 3, or not 3, but 2 at the time. He had picked the character Zero, which was the character that I was looking at the start, so I went ahead and I was like, well, I'll go with another character off the list, and I ended up picking Maya, and I fell in love with her as a character. I've now played every character in the game, and she's still my favorite. I'm really glad that he took the character I originally wanted to be. I was salty at first, though, I'm not gonna lie, people. Big salty. Because I was like, I wanted to be that motherfucker, and he knew it, alright, and... Man, like, insta-locked it. I was like, alright, bro, alright. What's that we gonna be?
Look at your short Frieza race. Oh my gosh, you're short.
I told you. Bro's quick, though. Quick and powerful.
I don't care. I'll beat... No, I'm playing.
And probably, bro. I'm over here leveling up still. And even if I was fully leveled, still probably you play PvP a lot more than I do.
I just like fighting and punching people in the neck. Specifically the neck.
Specifically the neck?
Why specifically the neck? I don't know.
So, you said you like the Dragon Ball.
What is that Majin Buu that I'm looking at right now? Why is that Majin Buu behind me? Look behind
Whoa!
us. Look at the
Why is he a
Buu.
Frieza Buu? Frieza Buu. Fat Frieza Buu. But anyway,
I am not having a great time with that.
Is it creeping you out? He's got cat feet and cat hands.
Hey, Frieza, or not Frieza, Vegeta, stop looking at me. He perfect blocked me, and then he grabbed me. Okay.
Anyway, so I had another question for you. You said that you really liked the Dragon Ball anime, and that's one of the things that got you into this game,
Yes.
right? Was that your first anime?
The ground right now. So I think a lot of people. This happened with a lot of people. Technically, my first anime was Pokemon without realizing it was an anime.
Yeah.
But like my first intention of watching anime, the anime was Dragon Ball.
Okay.
I started from the bottom, or I started from the beginning, and then worked my way up. So I started with OG Dragon Ball, and then went into Z, and then I watched Z Kai too. I don't know why. It was basically just a remake of Z.
Yeah, so what Kai is they shortened it down, took out all the filler, and they re-recorded some lines and changed some of the actors because they didn't have the original actors available.
And then I watched Super, which I like Super. And if you don't like Super, explain why. It is great.
Yeah.
And it does not deserve the hate that it gets.
So part of the reason why is I don't know if you watched Super while it was first releasing or not, but they had some messed up animations when it was on the episodes when they first released them that they went and corrected later for like full releases and things like that.
No, I watched the like messed up animation, and it was still pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I still watched it all the way through and didn't have problems. But there are a lot of people out there that are really nitpicky about it, and they'll pause things on like frames that you would never notice if you were just watching and enjoying an anime versus sitting there and trying to pick out every little frame and pausing it constantly. And they'll take those frames and be like, look at this horrible work. And then a lot of people bandwagon onto that. And then the hate will get started from people that haven't even watched it. Happens with a lot of shows.
I don't get why people just pause frame by frame. Like, bro, it's rushed. They are rushing. They have strict time limits on the animation.
Yeah.
So, some animation may look bad. It's because they have strict deadlines and time limits for the work. And it is just rude to just rush them.
Also, certain frames are required to make certain things look like they flow. Big example, I once saw somebody make a video about how Naruto's animation was trash because out of context, they took Sasuke doing the Lion's Barrage, and at the end of the Lion's Barrage, he does this little spin flip kick thing, and they paused in the middle of it. And because he had like a weird facial expression and there were some blurred lines, he was like, this is the reason why it's trash. Well, if they didn't have that specific frame the way it did, his kick wouldn't have looked as clean as it did in a full motion if you just watched the animation without pausing it.
And plus, that was made so long ago. Animation, it was not as good as it is today.
Yeah. And even still, you still get things like that.
Yeah. Like, every now and then you will get something that is like a funny little frame. And like, you can't hate on the animators for doing that. That is not fair to them. They put their heart and soul into animating it for you to enjoy, and for you to just hate on it.
Oh yeah.
Like, that can cause people to burn out quickly.
And that's a lot of hard work too. Like, and a lot of people, whenever you watch this stuff, you got to realize that they're set deadlines and schedules, so they have to sit there and work hard and really fast. Yeah, people can make some of these amazing fan animations and stuff you see online. Well, those people have spent over a year, like, working on these little bits that you're getting, and people are making that amount of content and more in, like, a week.
Yeah.
So, like, it takes a lot. Like, for example, One Piece is one of my favorite animes, and even, like, one of the more recent fights, Kaido versus Luffy, was a very amazingly animated fight. But if you pause certain things out of context, it's gonna look bad because where you paused it. It's like during certain stretches and things like that, during certain attacks, of course it's gonna look weird. They have to have these frames for the full animation to look fluid. If you used to take those old cartoons and that would be like a little spinning fucking, it would be like a light with like a little spinning thing with pictures on it in front of it and make it look like a little cartoon on the wall. If you took those frame by frame, I guarantee you some of those pictures look weird.
now Now, me personally, I don't like One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not for the dumb thing like, oh, it's because Goku's better, or that it's too long. No, like, I don't care if an anime is. I like anime being long, because then that means it's more stuff for me to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't like One Piece because I do not like. I don't resonate with the story. Like, the story does not hit.
I got you.
Like, you know, yeah, Dragon Ball doesn't have like story technically, but like when you watch from like OG Dragon Ball to Super now, you understand everything way more.
Yeah. And that is a big thing about One Piece, and there's a lot of people who are fans of it. Like, I don't know if you guys watch what is it goes by, like Moist Critical or Penguin Zero and stuff. That guy used to be a big One Piece hater, but he kept pushing himself through it, and then he said finally about episode 300 and something, he started loving the anime. He said he don't know if he got Stockholm syndromed into it for watching it for so long, or what happened, but at that point, that's when you start getting certain parts of the story, and like the world building is really built up by
Yeah,
then.
no,
And I know a story shouldn't have to go on that long for it to be good, but I guarantee it for anybody watching, even if you don't like it, it is worth fucking chugging through all that stuff to finally like get the full feeling and the resonance of the story, because like it takes a
I would.
while to build up. It's so
I just
long.
skipped. I skipped filler. I'm not doing filler.
Yeah.
I kind of dislike Naruto for the filler, but now that Naruto is like fully complete, I can go watch it again, look up what episodes are filler and what aren't filler, and I can just skip them.
Yeah. And it gets really bad with Naruto and both Naruto and Boruto, because not only do you have filler, and it depends, some websites you look at will count these episodes as filler, but there is something that they have for both animes called anime canon. Like, it's canon to the story, but they didn't have time to put it in the manga. These are things that the writer wanted to put in, but he didn't have time to, so they animated them later.
Yeah, no, I just look at trusted sources,
Yeah.
aka TikTokers, YouTubers, and other things like that.
Yeah. But see, and some of the anime canon material for both shows is really good, but then there's a lot of stuff that was like really bad, and there's some definite filler toward the end of both Naruto and Boruto, because
Okay,
like they were running out of space. But
okay.
those are two that I've watched every episode of. And I've watched every episode of One Piece, but now when I go back through, I do skip like the absolute like definite filler episodes.
Okay, so now here's another thing from Yu-Gi-Oh. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna get into this.
All right.
Zexal was okay. 5D and like lower, like GX, like just
GX
dual
was my
monsters,
favorite.
and dual monsters, GX and 5D, top tier. Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh ever. Best Yu-Gi-Oh series ever created. Best monsters ever designed and made. Best archetypes. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But Arc 5 was Zexal was I. Rain sucks.
I've watched
7
Zexal.
sucks. Like,
I didn't finish
those-
Zexal, but I've watched it.
those two just suck. I hated them. I hate Link summoning. Link summoning sucks. It is too complex to understand. And pendulum summoning is cool, but like, there's just something about it that's just like, eh.
I have a pendulum deck and freaking I have a pendulum deck on Master Duel.
I hate you for it. No, I'm playing.
I also have an Exceeds deck.
Pendulum
I do
Summon
not
is
have
a
a
cool-
Link deck.
Pendulum
because-
summoning is a cool concept, but it's just so many things they just could have done that was better. Fusion summoning. Oh my god, fusion summoning. I love fusion summoning. Fusion summoning might have to be one of my favorites.
So my favorite is actually the Exceeds summoning. But I like math.
Exceed summoning is cool.
Not Exceeds. I take that Synchro summoning is what I meant to say.
Synchro summoning is cool.
All right, but my all-time favorite thing is the fact that you have synchro fusions. So like it combines synchro and fusion
Yeah, synchro
summoning.
fusions are pretty cool.
I'm 100% about those. I'll take me a freaking Stardust Emperor Dragon any day.
Bro, I have a question for you now.
Mm-hmm.
What are your top 3 favorite characters in GX?
GX? Okay. So, that would probably be freaking Jaden, Zane, and freaking Zane's little brother. I can't remember his name right now. He's one of my favorite characters. Cyrus. Sorry, it's been a while since I watched the show.
Top 3 from best from first to third is Jaden, Zane, Alexis.
Okay, pretty close.
Because Alexis doesn't go by your typical Yu-Gi-Oh! Female protagonist thing of being like bad at the game. No, Alexis is amazing at Duel Monster, bro.
She reminds me of both Joey and Mai, and I've always had a theory that she is their daughter. Especially with her brother using the Red Eyes monsters, I'm just saying.
You're Vegeta.
But no, I like her as a character too. It's just like, I don't know, I related to Cyrus a lot, being a little nerdy kid, even though I was a big nerdy kid.
No, Cyrus is cool. I like Cyrus. Cyrus was the man, bro. Just stuck with Jaden
like
most
the
of the
whole
time.
Until,
well,
toward the end,
until you got to like towards where bro was like,
when he became a fucking.
You gotta also understand he had his like emotions heightened at that point.
Yeah. And, you know, he had a good growing experience meeting Jay and stuff like
Zane,
that.
I like Zane, bro. Bro cooked every single time he was on the screen. I hated how they did him. Why'd they make him evil? Come on, man.
They did do
Cyber Dragons are a pretty cool archetype. What is your favorite top 3 archetypes in GX?
Well, they go hand in hand with my favorite characters. It's the Cyber Dragons, the Elemental Heroes, and the Roids, bro. But I did like the Destiny Heroes a lot, but they just weren't Elemental Heroes, and I think that's what my problem with them was.
My number one, it's kind of the same. It's Elemental Heroes. Well, technically, hold on. No, we actually have the same. It goes Elemental Heroes, Cyber Dragons, and Roids. Roids get disrespected way too much. Roids are actually pretty cool.
They're OP as fuck is what they are, man. I got a freaking deck that will disrespect you with Drillroid.
Union is pretty cool too. I like Union.
Yeah? I haven't seen that one.
You ever seen Union? You know, XYZ Dragon Cannon.
Oh, wait, never mind. Okay.
ABC.
I thought you were talking about another Yu-Gi-Oh show. Okay, no, I've seen Union.
Yeah, they're basically fusion summoning without polymerization.
Yeah, I used to have a deck full of those because I had every combination, even just the double combinations. Like I had XY Dragon Head Cannon and things like that.
I don't like the ABC. Those are like they're alright. Can't really say I like them that much.
Didn't have those back when I had them.
You just can't beat the original. The original 8, like XYZ and even XY
VWXYZ.
Oh yeah, VWXYZ. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That was the freaking setup there, man. See, I had all the combinations for the VWXYZ possibilities. I did not know about all the A and all those. The first Union monsters though. Okay, these don't get talked about enough. The fucking Magna Warriors. They were in freaking
those guys
OG.
Are Union monsters technically.
Yeah. No, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Because their summon is made by just them being on the field, no polymerization. Valkyrion the Magnet Warrior.
Dude, Valkyrion was so cool. He's still he's technically still the strongest base attack card in Yugi's deck.
Yeah. Him and
until
freaking
he got Obelisk. Until he got Obelisk. When he got Obelisk, then that became the strongest. Only by 500 points though.
Yeah. Well, highest freaking on the card basic attack. Technically, potentially, Slifer could have their highest original attack, because his original attack and defense is.
No, yeah, I'm talking about technically, original attack form means what's on the card.
Yeah. Well, if you remember, Slifer's ability is that his original attack is determined by the number of cards in your hand.
That's his effect attack.
Yeah. Well, it states on the card that that's his original attack.
Yeah, but like for Master Duel, it shows up blue. It doesn't show up white, so
I got
it's
you.
telling us that it's his effect attack.
I gotcha. I was just saying what it states on the card, though.
Because like Raw, Raw's base attack,
Is
you
0.
sacrifice your life points.
Yeah.
It shows up as blue. But if you use like Ancient Chant by banishing it, you get
Mhm.
the attack. His base attack becomes the combined attack of all the monsters used to summon it. It
Mhm.
shows up as white in Master Duel, and that means that it is his base attack.
Damn.
I
I
don't know. It's
have
weird.
an Xyz deck, okay, in
You know
Master
the
Duel that it is
stupidest word that
almost
they? Oh yeah,
fucking
sorry.
impossible to get a dead
What?
hand with that deck.
What?
And it's an Xyz deck that uses these fucking like I forgot the hell they're called. They're kind. It kind of reminds me of the XYZ Union monsters, but they're like little animal things, like Z Unicorn and crap like that. It's kind of like fucking Megazord type shit. But they all have
Oh,
different
Utopia.
abilities. Ah, yes, Utopia. It is a Utopia
Bro,
Xyz
I
deck.
like Utopia. Utopia is cool. I like
Yeah.
Utopia.
If I get the right hand, I can summon an entire field of OP monsters first turn.
See, I don't care what people say. Chaos 39 Utopia Ray is still the best Utopia. I don't
Yeah.
care what I don't
I
care what you say. I still believe that he is the best, even though he's like mid and his effect only works if you have less than 1,000 life points.
That's still a pretty cool card though. My favorite one is Utopia Ray, just because he can copy any Utopia's ability and then synchro with them. Or,
Utopia Ray?
yeah, I believe that's the card. I'll
That's the
have to
same
look
one
at
I'm
my
talking
thing
about.
again.
The
Is it?
the black one. Pause.
I think so. No, because the one I can use, you don't have to have less than 1,000 life points. I use him because he makes it to where I can summon one of my Xyz monsters without having to have the all the cards for him.
Okay,
But
that card is
I
kind of
also
nice.
have the cards for him in that deck too. But I can make Utopia Ray at any point in time and just summon him. But if I do the combo right, I get a chain of summonings going, which
Dude,
at the end of the turn I will have 5 monsters on my field with over 6,000 attack points and a bunch of bullshit abilities.
my favorite like it's technically in the Duel Monsters anime, but it was in the movie. But
Hmm.
like my favorite Duel Monsters archetype is Cubic.
Cubic? Okay.
Cubic monsters are so good. I love cubic
I don't
monsters.
think
Oh
I've
my
seen
god.
them. Yeah.
Have you not seen the Dark Side of Dimensions movie?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's why.
Okay.
So basically, the 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 base deck boss monster, it has 3,000 attack. If it destroys a monster, it can attack a second time. During when you end your turn, it deals 3,000 damage to you and your opponent,
Hmm.
and also it is unaffected by monsters effects with 3,000 or less original attack.
Damn. Damn.
And like nowadays, like you don't really see monsters with more than 3,000 base attack.
Yeah. That's freaking insane.
Big bang attack. Big bang attack.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see if I'm thinking of the same movie because I think I've been told about that movie. Is that the one where Kaiba literally goes back in time to duel the Pharaoh?
Yes.
Okay. I still need
Uh,
to watch that one. I was like, whoa, Kaiba does what?
okay, and another like semi-controversial topic about that movie. Kaiba smirked because he was acknowledging that Yugi was the best, not that he had another plan. And I don't want
Hmm.
to say I want to say what how because you haven't watched it. I don't want to spoil it for you because
Hmm.
I know I hate it when something gets spoiled for me, so I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Appreciate that.
So
I need to figure out where I
just
can
watch
watch
it.
that.
That is your homework. That is your homework. Watch Dark Side of Dimensions.
Do you know where I can watch?
Yes, I do. Just give me the smidgest of moments. I gotta remember.
Well, while he is figuring that out. I do have some other things I want to talk about. So you all may notice how my usual co-host Kat is not here. We don't have any information, and we probably won't ever have any information about it. But he is
You
not
can
available
watch
this week due to
it
personal
on
information.
Tubi, Pluto TV, or Amazon Prime Videos. Tubi and Pluto TV are both free.
Okay. I'll have to see how much it is on Amazon. Otherwise, I can just download those and watch it with ads, because those are free.
I'm pretty sure Tubi doesn't have ads.
Oh, Tubi doesn't? I thought Tubi had ads.
I don't know. I think they do. I don't think they do. I will look it up.
I think they have you can pay a membership for no ads, but I think for free you have to have ads on Tubi. I'm pretty sure they do the whole, like, you watch so many ads before it starts, and then you get to watch the movie without ads after you watch, like 1 to 2 minutes of ads before the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like an ad, like, at the beginning, but then you don't get any ads during.
Yeah.
Which I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Shut up,
too.
Vegeta.
I don't know why, but I'm gonna throw a spirit bomb at him, I guess. I don't know why I chose to do that. I was throwing the spirit bomb before I realized it.
I'm attacking without even being transformed.
That was me last match. I didn't transform the whole last match.
I don't need to be transformed. That's how strong I am.
Probably though.
Hey, you got any more questions, or can we just keep talking about Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, you can keep talking about whatever you want to talk about, man. I did have a couple more questions though. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
So,
we can go through questions.
This one I'm pretty sure answered itself already. I did have the question of what got you into liking to do PvP, but I feel like you answered that by saying you just like punching people in the neck.
Yeah, I just like punching people in the neck, specifically the neck.
But I was just wondering if there's any other determining factors behind that.
And just I like to show modders who's boss. It's just the enjoyment of showing a modder, hey, you may have mods, but your mods are nothing to my skill.
Yeah, that was me in God of War Ascension back in the day, because you could ring people out. So people modding to have infinite health, I just chunk them out of the arena. It'd still kill them.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much health you have, you get ringed out.
I like making people rage quit. I know that's toxic and everything, but
hey,
if they're being rude to me, I want to make them rage quit. But if they're nice, I'm playing with them a lot.
Somebody rage quitting is satisfactory regardless of what happens.
Yeah,
okay, I've had rage quits where I'm about to lose and then I suddenly pull out a win and they rage quit because they're like, "Fucking, I should have had that." Understandable rage.
And I also like using weaker characters and beating stronger characters.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, if you go to my channel, I just uploaded a clip of me beating somebody using Ultra Super Villain Full Power Jiren. That's a mouthful with Goopri. I literally used Goopri and I beat him.
Yeah. If you guys don't know who Goopri is, he's the little guy on the Frieza Force with the little blaster arm.
Yeah. And if you want, I will post a video of me, PvPing and almost being dead, but bringing out the win from blinking red health as my male Saiyan.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool. I still have some clips from the stream that I need to make of some of our matches, especially that one with freaking that was making me laugh, where you were freaking I think it was one of our first matches that fucking no matter what I did, you just kept backspin hit, and I know how to defend that, but I wasn't the whole time, and I don't know why, but that shit made me laugh.
Oh, wait, was that when I was using Goku or my CAC?
I don't remember, to be real with you. I just know it was one of the first matches, and I just remember the back hits making me laugh. Have to go back through and see, because we've had a lot of good matches.
Whose back hit was funny?
No, it was just the fact that, it happened so many times in a row while I know how to defend it, and that I didn't even try to defend against it one time. Because that was funny for me. Okay.
Like, you also gotta pull. Okay, if y'all were here for one of those PvPs like a couple streams ago, he was using Vados and had a homing moves, and I killed him with Goten throwing
And
rocks. And it's gonna be a little annoying because I was just saying rock, 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 rock.
that's also probably what was funny about it, though.
Yeah.
And then he tried to troll me because he was on Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku, and I was on poor little Gohan. And then he messed up his troll.
I did mess up, and he killed me with. Yeah, I was on Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku, and bro was just Masenkoing me to death, and I was upset.
Yeah, I did some combos. I blocked one of your finishers with a super guard.
No. Chat. He had blinking red health. I still had my green bar, and he killed me. If Masenko is... And I'm so glad he did not have the R Masenko Super Soul, because then I would have just died quicker. I was so upset about that, because I was going to win.
I mean, you still probably could have won after that, but then bro was like, no, I'm going to finish him with a Ki Blast, and I was like, oh, hell no. And I started fucking barraging Ki Blast.
I did. Oh, I hated you for that. I was so mad about that. Who was I using? Using?
That was the Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku. That's how you lost. Because I just started barraging fucking Ki Blast up there, and...
Yeah, that was that one. Oh my gosh, I hated you for that. Made me mad.
You started it, bro. You said, no, I'm just going to finish him off with a regular Ki Blast. I was like, oh, hell no, I ain't going out like that.
Because it was going to be funny, and I was just sending one Ki Blast. Bro over here was like, nah, I ain't doing one. Me.
Do all the Ki Blasts. I forgot because Gohan gets both the human and the fucking Saiyan bonuses. That I was actually regenerating Ki faster than I could use it, just spamming Ki Blast.
Shut up, Vegeta. I'm just gonna keep saving him from so much damage.
For real though. Bro, ET, cut it out. ET Alien 5-6. I see what they did there. I see what they did there. So, what are some of the other animes you watch? Like, for example, I actually, you gave me your backstory in the anime. I might as well give you mine real quick. So, mine was pretty much Pokemon and Digimon and stuff like that, but I didn't know those were anime. Anyway, I was watching Pokemon one time.
I'll take it back. Another anime I watched before Pokemon without realizing it was an anime, Beyblade Metal Fusion.
Oh, yeah? Okay, yeah, I forgot you're young. Metal Fusion was like something I was like 10 years old. Remember that came out? Like 10, 11 years old when that came out.
I watched Metal Fusion. I loved Metal Fusion. Pegasus, best Beyblade ever. Don't care. El Drago is number 2. Don't care.
I had freaking Pegasus and El Drago in the whole freaking like Beyblade arena for those. Okay, I got those when I was 15 years old.
Wait, question. This is gonna go for like. So I have 2 questions that is basically the same. But one of them for Yu-Gi-Oh, one of them for Beyblade. So for Yu-Gi-Oh, did you like ever like kind of play by yourself, where like you'd verse yourself, but then you kind of cheat because you know what the other person is playing, and you'd be like, oh, I'm not gonna attack, or oh, I'm gonna destroy that card.
Yep.
And then you'd be like thinking like, oh, I'm so big brain, but then you just cheated.
Yeah. No, I used to do that at first whenever I'd be practice dueling with myself, and then I realized I was like, you know what, this isn't going to work because I already know what the other person's going to do.
and then, like, for Beyblade, I just have Beyblade battles with myself.
Yeah, I've done some of those too. Although I did have a brother that was a year and 9 months younger than me, so I did have somebody to help me do Beyblade battles and stuff.
Yeah, I have a brother that's 11 and a half months older than me, and he would help me do Beyblade.
Oh, damn, so you guys are closer
and we used to also do Yu-Gi-Oh battles, but he got more into Magic the Gathering than Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hey, I like Magic the Gathering as well.
He's the Magic the Gathering guy, I'm the Yu-Gi-Oh guy.
I got you. So, this was probably before your time, but it's a little in between Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic the Gathering. There was a show called Duel Masters. Okay? And so it plays kind of similar to...
I killed him with a grab.
Magic, Except for you at the very beginning, you shuffle your deck, right? You take the top 5 cards of your deck for Duel Masters, and then you put them down in front of your self. Those are your shields. Okay? If you get attacked directly, you lose the game. That's the only way to
like a
lose
very complicated Yu-Gi-Oh.
So that's between Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you also have mana cards that you have to play in down. Okay? And that's how you make your monsters on the field, because all your monsters have different like colored mana costs and stuff. But they also have like specialties to them. Like some monsters were blockers, so like if somebody would attack you, you could use that monster to block the attack. But if their defense on that monster was lower than the attack of the other monster, of course you'd lose it. Okay, and then they had another type of monster that was called the double breaker. So if this person would attack you and you didn't have anything to block it with, he would break 2 shields instead of 1. But whenever your shield gets broken, that card goes to your hand.
Okay, could you place your shield back down?
If you have a card that gives you more shields, most of the time the effect would be like, take such and such number of cards from your hand and place them down as shields.
Okay. Any more questions? The guy's he's calling me again. I'm not picking it up. I don't care.
On Discord call? Oh, from yesterday? Yeah. So I did have some more questions. Okay.
Throw them at me.
What kind of music do you like, man? I'm a music nerd. I love all kinds of music, and I'm always interested in what kind of music other people like.
So, to like keep my masculinity, I would say rap, but like real me, bro, white girl music just hits different, bro. Like I can't explain. Don't know why, it just does, and I love it.
So, for some of us who aren't up on the lingo, what would be classified as white girl music?
California Girls, Party in the USA, anything Katy Perry makes, anything Taylor Swift makes.
So music made by white girls specifically.
Hazley, anything that she makes is a white girl song. Yeah, anything that a white girl makes is a white girl song.
Okay.
Or it can be classified as anything that white girls play is white girl song.
Noted. I'll keep that in mind. So
why are you locked onto me? I will sleep you. Don't play with me.
I specifically like all types of music, but I do have some preferences. Like I like kind of like anything on an acoustic guitar, right? Basically, so like you take any song and you make an acoustic version of that song, I'm listening to that. Doesn't matter what it is. I once listened to a freaking acoustic version of Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby. Okay.
also, so for rap, I like the older rap. Because newer rap sucks. You're just mumbling. That's what's rap nowadays. You're like I can't understand the words. And
I
people
like,
are just like
lyrical artists, rap artists. That's actually one of my top favorite ones.
That's why I like
Tech Nine, Eminem, freaking.
I like Tech Nine, Eminem,
Chris
E40, Tiger, Snoop Dogg, Tupac,
Hobson. I don't know if you know who Hobson is.
Yeah, nah, not really. I don't really know him. Ice Cube, NWA. If you, I can't say what NWA stands for.
People should know by now. People should know.
Even though yes, I and also little lore. I am black, so I can say it. But I just can't. I just don't want to say it because I don't want to get the stream demonetized.
Yeah, I don't think you would get the stream demonetized.
Okay,
if I said it, definitely.
Okay, here. I will change it up. It's called Ningans with Attitude, but replace it with the other thing. Bro, I'm not trying to get you banned from YouTube, bro.
I appreciate you. All right. Freaking Busta Rhymes, another one I like. Okay.
Oh my God, I love Busta Rhymes, especially that verse he did in "Look at Me Now" with Chris Brown.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fucking hard, right? Lil Wayne. I like Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne
Right.
is cool. I
Specifically, both
love.
songs he did with Eminem are my favorite ones.
Oh, my favorite one was Mrs. Officer.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Uh,
Say you lose
so
when you get them cuffs off
there,
the
there's a cover
kinky.
group
My
I
face
like.
on there.
They probably cover some of your white girl songs you like, but they're called Voice Avenue. They do acoustic covers of like pretty much every song in existence.
Oh yeah, I also like hip hop. Like I like
hmm
Connor Price. Connor Price is so good.
Hey, I know who
If,
that
if you,
is.
what are your like top 3 songs from him?
I do not know the name of any of his songs, but he pops up on my like you know how YouTube does that like mix thing where it like plays music based off the music that you like.
Yeah,
He pops up in that all the time.
yeah, bro. His songs are so good.
Uh,
Like I
NF, do you know who
like
that
I
is?
like dude NF. I have like a lot of his songs in my playlist. I have The Search. I have Lie. I
Uh,
have Let You Down.
Let You Down. I freaking love
I
Let You
like
Down.
I have
Freaking
If You Want
Clouds.
Love.
Yeah. If You Want Love's another good one. What was the one that I heard the other day? It was a
Oh
freaking
yeah,
new one
and
for
the newer. See,
uh,
I don't like hate all newer rappers.
hmm
Like two newer rappers I really like. Bless their soul. They were lost young. Uh, Juice World and XXX.
So I've never heard any of their single songs, but I have heard them in collabs with other artists. Also,
Yeah,
I knew Juice World had passed on. I did not know the other guy had passed on.
yeah. X passed
Triple
on
A.
in like 2021.
Oh damn.
See,
No,
and the
no,
thing is,
DMX passed on.
I used to not like XXX because I
hmm
thought he was a mumble rapper, like he's just mumbling, and I didn't like, and I don't like mumble rappers. But then once I
Yeah.
like actually started to pay attention and listen to his songs, I'm like, dang, what he's saying is some truth and heat.
Oh, speaking of people, Dax. You know who Dax is?
No,
DAX. He's another one who's freaking. At first, I was like, I don't know if I like this guy, but then I started like listening to what he was saying, and I was like, holy crap. Specifically, he does that freaking song. Shit, I forgot the fucking name of the song. He has one that is what it's like to be a man, things like that. Like talks about like the stuff that you know, the stereotypes of what you have to do as a man, and like how you're not allowed to talk about your feelings and things like that to people.
Big Bang Attack,
You know,
Big
stuff
Bang
like that.
Attack,
People only wanting
Big
you for what you
Bang
can
Attack.
provide and things. He has songs where like
Okay,
Dear
so
Alcohol.
li-
I don't know if you ever heard that song.
funny little topic about me.
hmm
For me hitting puberty, it wasn't like normal. My puberty was from going to liking Dragon Ball, Naruto, and other things like that to liking
hmm
romance animes. That was my puberty. That was my
Okay.
anime puberty.
Okay. So interesting.
Cause dude, romance animes just hit different. I don't know why. They're just so good. I love them.
Hey man, you gotta like what you gotta like, man. I am a old school shonen fan. So like Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball,
I
freaking
need
stuff
to
like
watch Yu Yu
that.
Hakusho. I need
Yu
to
Yu
watch it.
Hakusho
I
is one of my all-time
I
favorite
have I have
animes.
not watched
Mostly
I have
because I
not
watched
watched
it
Yu
when
Yu
it came out when I
Hakusho.
was a kid. When I was a kid, I watched it a lot. It used to come on Toonami. Right? So this was my experience. Okay, since I didn't get to talk about it earlier, I was watching
Hmm.
Pokemon one day. Okay, and I was at my uncle's
Yep.
house. It was after school, and one of his friends came out, freaking after they just smoked a couple J's. Okay, and he was like, "Man, Pokemon, that's a lame cartoon. Let me show you what a real cartoon is." He switched it over to freaking Cartoon Network. Toonami was on, and it was Dragon Ball Z. The very first episode of Dragon Ball Z I ever saw was Nail fighting Frieza, and I'd heard about some of these characters before, but I'd never watched it, so I thought he was fighting Piccolo. So I thought my first thing I ever saw in Dragon Ball Z was Piccolo getting his arm ripped off by Frieza. But it was Nail getting his arm ripped off by Frieza, and I was like, "Holy crap, this is hardcore." So
Yeah.
that's the scene that got me into Dragon Ball Z. But here's the kicker: that same time they started re-airing Dragon Ball. The very next episode was the very first episode of Dragon Ball, OG Dragon
Of
Ball.
Oh, OG Dragon Ball. Okay.
Yeah. So I started watching that religiously every weekday after school. I would walk over to my uncle's and be like, "Hey, can I watch Toonami?" And that's whenever I found Yu Yu Hakusho, because Yu Yu Hakusho would come on right before Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. And they happened to start rerunning that, like, pretty early on, so I was able to catch most of that anime. And I do like some animes that haven't been finished, too, and that will probably never be finished, but it's okay, like Dead Man's Wonderland, for example. But, one of the things we wanted to have in here, you, wanted to do anime recommendations? Like, things you wanted to recommend for our audience if they haven't watched to watch? Things that you like, right?
Yes, but we can get that into like another like a bit later because I have way too many to recommend, and
Yeah,
a
you can...
lot of them are romance.
A lot of romance animes.
Yes, because romance animes are cool.
Yeah?
I like them.
Well, I might have to check out some of them. I know I've watched a lot of the ones you named the other day.
Dang, I have 51 super mix capsules.
Super Mix Capsules or Super Mix Capsules Z's?
Super mix capsules, and I have 16 super mix capsules. These I'm selling all my super mix capsules because I am not combining them with my demon realm crystals.
Yeah. I guess I could probably do that. I'm at 99 Super Mix capsules, and I know this because for days now, every time I get a Super Mix capsule, it automatically sells it.
Any more questions before we
600
get into the
zenny, by the
anime?
way. Uh,
Any
Let me
more
see.
questions before we get into anime recommendations?
Yes. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Like, how often do you do things on your channel? Do you plan to grow your channel more? Um,
Yeah,
what's some of the stuff
I
what do you do for a living? Things like that. Let's get a little. Let's get to know Mahari a little
okay.
bit here.
So yeah, and I'm now starting to like get back into streaming and posting clips of me fighting in Dragon Ball
Hmm.
Xenoverse 2. Like, there's gonna be a couple more clips going out, and a lot of them you're gonna see me winning because like a lot of them are like tight, close battles that I just win, or just me trolling sometimes.
You ever post any videos of things you lose? Like me
I
personally, I stream most of the time I play now, so people see me win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, I see now if it's a good fight and I almost had the person, I will
Hmm.
post me losing because like, I don't win all the time, just a
Yeah.
lot of them.
Yeah, like for example, I
Now,
play a lot of Marvel Rivals, and whenever I have to do things when I'm streaming, I will go into the history because you can replay your matches, and I'll play one of my past history matches from like days ago, kind of like a match replay. And I kind
yeah.
of like I'll jump off, like I'll either play a match that I was freaking doing amazing in, or I'll do a match that like was really good. That was either way, but we still lost. Or I'll play a match where I got absolutely stomped. And be like, look how bad I got my fucking ass kicked in this match, kind of thing.
hmm
I forgot to transform that whole time.
But yeah, I'm a retail worker. I work at a
Okay.
beachwear store, and
Okay.
I'm gonna tell everybody this that every retail worker wishes to say to somebody who goes to their store. When you get something from the rack, please put it back. Do not put it on the floor, please.
Bro got really close. Staticky, I think
Yes,
you
I
might have
did.
came across better.
Stop. Okay, here, I'll do it from further distance. Stop putting the stuff that you get on the racks on the floor. Please put it back on the racks. You don't have to put it back in its place. It's my job to put it back where it's supposed to go. But do not put it on the floor, because that just makes my job harder. Stop making messes in your retail store. Please. That will be, I promise you, that will be genuinely appreciated by your retail work, the people that work at that store.
Alright. So what other things do you post on your channel?
Uh, I stream here and there.
Mm-hmm.
It's mainly gonna be me doing like anime games, maybe sometimes other games.
Okay.
The
Do you
anime games
mostly
that I
just
haven't
play,
played.
like, Dragon Ball games in
See,
general, or is there
I
other
play
anime
other
games you
games.
play?
Like I play Shinobi Strikers. I
Okay.
play Storm 4. I recently like, got off of it like a couple months ago and stopped playing.
I need to get back into
I
Storm 4. I'm pretty good at that one.
Yeah, I also play 2K, Madden, you know, the regular black people stuff, and Call of Duty.
Okay. Call of Duty's not my thing, but my brother plays Call of Duty a lot.
I play God of War Ragnarok. I'm trying to get back into it.
I love
I'm
me some
playing.
Ragnarok.
I'm currently getting back into fighters.
Hmm.
So you know, like, I'm trying to like get into fighters, learn some combos. You know how
So,
it would be.
I have a reason why I love fighters that is probably a little bit different than other people's. So most people probably love it for like Dragon Ball characters or for the fact that it's got like really good graphics and stuff like that, like the anime style cutscenes and things that happen in it. So the reason I love fighters is because I am a big fan of like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, things like that, and that game plays like Street Fighter but with Dragon Ball characters. All the combos are just straight up Street Fighter.
Hmm.
And I believe on one of the versions of Goku, one of his Kamehameha combos is the exact same as doing a Hadouken in Street Fighter.
Hadouken.
But I'm a big fan of those type of games. I actually stopped playing them for a very long time because, like, I could only play them with my friends and stuff, and my brother and his friends, and then it got to a point where nobody wanted to play them with me.
Yeah, once I get my, I don't know why, but in my last stream, my audio was not going through.
Hmm.
So once I like get that fixed up, I'm gonna be streaming a lot more. Maybe
I,
with Damien, maybe by
I can help you with
myself.
that, by the way, with
Yeah,
getting your
like
stream audio set up, because, you know, I have
yeah,
people come in my chat and
I'll
help
be
me all the time
I'll be
with stream
streaming
audio.
with I'll probably mainly be streaming with Damien, or I might be streaming by myself, playing
Hmm.
fighters, but having Damien talk.
Yeah. No, anytime, man. Because I do stream all the time. And, you know, I do have some days where I won't be on. Oh, you disappeared.
Yeah, I'm like trying to build QQ bangs.
Oh, you're good. I actually probably should do the same. I need to go see how many freaking,
And I am also like, if you wish to get better at Xenoverse, come hit me up. I got builds and moves that work. Excuse me, sorry. I got builds and moves that work great in PvP and PvE. So
bro is
those
always
builds
looking
like
for, apprentices, as he calls them, or students.
yeah, like
So,
Damien here is my self-proclaimed student. I claim him as it, but he does not claim himself as it. But you know, we don't care what he thinks. We don't care what I think, and he's my student.
and I'm about to be, you know, a guy that's freaking 13 years younger than me still. In a game that I already know how to play.
Yeah, but you're not on my level. When you can get on my level, then you will no longer be
Hey,
my self-proclaimed
I
student.
used to be, man.
Yeah, but now the game evolved.
Yeah, the game has evolved, and I freaking hadn't played in a long time.
And see, I can even like show y'all some good little builds and moves that you can even try out. I'm not like one of those universe players who like, no, I'm not showing you my move. No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't care. I'll show you my moves.
Hey, man, I love
Like,
showing
I
off
want
builds.
I want people to use my builds in PvP and win. Because then when I'm fighting somebody who's using my builds, I can be like, hey, I started that.
So, if you catch it on sale, I definitely recommend getting Borderlands 3, and I'll play it with you. I think, even if you don't like the story of that one, because 3's story kind of sucks compared to the other ones, I freaking love the games, and I'll even admit that.
Well,
But
there's 70 there's a
the
70 there's a
gameplay, I
mid-year
feel like you would
deal.
love.
There's a mid-year deal, so I'm gonna see if it is here.
Alright.
Okay.
So I have
Wukong
79 Super Mixed Capsule Z's. I think I might need to make some QQ bangs.
Dang, no, so much.
Welcome
Also, you ready for this? I have
What?
57 millions in here right now.
Dang, you get off the game. Like, hop off, bro. Oh, wait. Borderlands, the Handsome Connections is $10.
The Handsome Collection includes Borderlands
Yeah.
2 and the pre-sequel. That's 2 different games and all their DLC.
The legendary collection is also here.
That's the Legendary Collection. That one I don't know what that is. Sounds like it's probably be every game, right? Or at least the freaking first 3.
Borderlands 2, Borderlands, the pre-sequel, Borderlands 2, Commander Lith, and it's just Borderlands 2.
So that's just Borderlands 2 and all the DLCs. And Borderlands pre-sequel and DLCs, sounds like.
Borderlands 3 is $60.
Okay, so it's not on sale right now.
Not buying that.
No. I would not buy it at $60 right now either. Especially because, like, all the DLCs and stuff you'd want to get.
Xenoverse 1 and Xenoverse... Oh, no, that's Xenoverse 2. That's a super bundle. I don't need this. I don't need the super bundle. I already got everything.
I guess I'll buy some more of these.
I'm not playing that Captain Tsubasa game. I'm not playing that. The game looks trash. Captain Tsubasa is a pretty good anime. I'm just not playing the game.
I don't think I've seen that anime.
I've never played a single Ratchet and Clank game.
Oh, I love
plan
the
on playing it.
series. That's a freaking great game series.
Oh, Paint the Town Red is on sale for $10.
Bought those in the wrong freaking pieces. Oh boy.
Digimon World, not playing that one.
Hey man, don't be hating on Digimon World.
I'm just not gonna play it. It just don't seem that good.
Which one is it?
I gotta scroll up. Where did I see it?
Is that Next Order?
Yeah, Next Order.
That game is fun, but it's a fucking grind, man. But if you're a Digimon fan, it's fucking worth it.
Nah, I'm more of a Pokemon fan.
I'm a fan of both. So, fuck around either way. Alright, so I just spent a shit ton of Zenny, now I only have 45 million. Time to go make some QQ bangs.
One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows, is about $10. Not playing that one.
Oh, so do you want to give your anime recommendations real quick, by the way?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, at this point, I'm really just waiting for Khalil to get back so I can ask him questions.
Yeah. So, what would the chat like to hear? Would you like to hear action anime or romance anime?
I kind of
have more.
Give them any recommendations for both, just like animes that you like in general.
Okay.
Also, what is up, Brandon Myers? Sorry that I just saw your chat. It did not load up for some reason. I don't know when you sent that.
Hold on, I gotta go to Crunchyroll. because I don't know many of the romance animes I've watched off the top of my head.
No, you do what you gotta do, man.
We're going to Crunchyroll. So one that y'all should watch, YOME3XTION Mia. That's good. Good romance. And then another one. It's technically a romance, but also action. Our Last Crusade or the Rise of a New World.
That one, I know.
It's a pretty good one.
Alright. You got some more? You should just start spitballing them from both categories. Just animes you've watched that you like.
I'm scrolling. Stop pushing me. Stop it.
I'm just trying to keep the
I
flow
just, no, I'm playing.
with no dead audio.
Yakuza Fiance, that was good.
Fucking crap.
I already said Horimiya. The Misfit of the Demon King Academy, that's a pretty good romance anime, but I don't know why it's romance when it's mainly action, but hey, we'll roll with it. My Dress Up Darling, you should watch that. I would recommend Rent a Girlfriend, but I've seen like a spoiler that just made me absolutely just upset with it from the manga, so I'm just not gonna. We're just gonna skip past that. Darling in the Franxx, My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. Toma-chan is a Girl, Wise Man's Grandchild, More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers. That's a good one. I should watch that. Tonikawa, you should watch that. It's great. Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, Masamune-kun's Revenge, Nagatora, I'm the Villainess, and So I'm Taming the Final Boss. That's a good one. The Angel Next Door, Spoiled Rotten. If you want to cry, Your Lie in April. That's like if you really want to like just cry about something. A Couple of Cuckoos is good.
Okay.
Girlfriend is good. Twin Star Exorcist, amazing.
Oh yeah.
Our dating story, the experienced you and the inexperienced me. Oh my gosh, that was so great. Shikamori is not just a cutie. Watch that one. That one's great. Sacrificial Princess of the King of Beast. That's pretty great. My Little Monster. Love After World Domination. Tales of the Wedding Kings. And You Thought There Is Never a Girl Online. Charlotte. Lovely Complex. I would say Prison School, but if you watched it, you know what it's about. It's a lot of fan service. Science Fell in Love, so I tried to Science fell in love, so I tried to prove it.
I feel like
A Lull in the Sea is actually pretty good. Dragonair Academy, My First Girlfriend is a Gal. That one was like great. I love that one. Oh my gosh, it was so good. There's a lot of fan service though.
I feel like a lot of anime are gonna have a lot of fan service.
Love Tyrant.
Like
the
I
magical
love Fairy Tail, but it's got a
the
lot
magical
of
girl and the evil lieutenant. That one's great. You should watch that. Another one if you want to cry, Anohana. That's a good one. The Girl I Like Forgets Her Glasses. That's a good one. Demon King Dynamo. That's one that's action and romance. Tsundere Children. That's a pretty good one.
Most sounds odd, but alright. Do what you gotta do.
It's just Tsundere Children is just it's just entire series about many couples. Like the episodes never stick to one couple. It goes like to different couples on different days.
Alright.
I'm never watching Sailor Moon. It does not just hit for me. It doesn't hit for me.
Hey man.
But if you want to, you can watch it.
That was one of the first animes I watched.
Tonari no Senku, the Master of Killing Time. It's a pretty good one. Rokudo's Bad Girls. Great one.
You ever watch it?
My wife has no emotions. That's pretty good. Aria the Scarlet Ammo, so great. I just hate that in season 2 they completely rescripted the anime and took out the favorite characters. They're no longer the main character. Like, the main characters of season 1 are no longer the main characters of season 2. So, if you ask me, Arya the Scarlet Animal only has 1 season. It's the very first season.
Oh, okay.
I just hate when animes do that. When they just make us love these one characters and like, oh, you like these characters? Well, nope, scratch that. These are the main characters now.
So you like those characters, huh? Pulls out a fucking gun. Pop, 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 pop. Well,
No, they're not dead.
They're
not dead. They're just not the main focus of the second season.
No. It'd be alright. They might be the focus in the third or something, then. Maybe they're...
I haven't seen the 3rd season.
I don't know if there's a 3rd season. I was just saying, if they have a 3rd season.
I'm scrolling far right now to find any others I've watched. I don't even know how many I've said so far or how long it's been.
It's been a minute. But, freaking... Here, let me throw some at you and you tell me if you've watched them or not. What about Blue Exorcist?
Yes, watched it.
Do you like it?
Oh my gosh. Do I like Blue Exorcist? That's like somebody saying that they hate Dragon Ball but like Goku. How you gonna hate the show but like the character?
I don't know, man. I don't know if you like the character or not. I was just asking you a question, bro. Alright. So, alright, Black Clover?
Yes, love Black Clover.
Alright,
So
Demon
great.
Slayer?
Yes, Demon Slayer is pretty good.
Kaiju number 8?
Watched Kaiju number 8. That's so good.
Alright, Chainsaw Man?
I haven't watched that actually.
Oh, okay. That one I do recommend.
Konosuba.
I wish they'd
You should
make
watch
more.
Konosuba.
Konosuba is good. I've seen Konosuba.
See, if you get past the fan service, I have to say this every single time. If you get past the fan service, Mushoku Tensei or Jobless Reincarnation is good.
Okay.
Just
Also,
overlook the fan service.
I've been watching, because of the homework that Kat gave me, I've been watching The Eminence in Shadow.
That one's pretty good. Hunter x Hunter, The Rising Shield Hero.
There we go.
Tsuki Michi, Moonlit Fantasy, Fairy Tale. You should watch that.
Yeah, Fairy Tale. That's the one I talked about.
Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes in Inuyasha.
Inuyasha
Tower of God. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Action, you're gonna like
Yes.
Inuyasha.
Yes. Also, is it wrong to pick up girls from a dungeon?
Oh,
Sword
I need to
Art
finish
Online. Dude, I love Sword Art Online. I'm so sad that it ended.
Yeah, I need to finish Sword Art and Is It Wrong to Pick Up
Full
Girls?
Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, JoJo Bizarre Adventures is pretty good. Just get past the gay poses. Death March to the Parallel World. Oh my god, I can't pronounce most of these words.
Sound it out.
Oh, Seiri Gen So I'm so mad. Spirit Chronicles. Just call it Spirit Chronicles, I swear.
Okay. Have you seen
In another world of my spark.
Index?
In another world of my. In another word.
World.
It's world. In another world with my smartphone. Come on.
All right.
The reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world.
Have you seen No Game, No Life?
Yes, the greatest demon lord is reborn as a typical nobody.
Okay.
The strongest sage with the weakest crest. Pretty good.
You ever watched Log Horizon?
No, I don't think. What is it about?
It is basically Sword Art Online before Sword Art Online. There's a bunch of people that were playing this RPG game, and they all get sucked into the game.
No.
And they have to like learn things. Like at one point, they figure out that if you use the game's cooking system, that food is bland and tasteless. But if you actually, with your own physical hands, prepare the food and cook it like you would in the real world, you can actually taste it.
The Eighth Son, Are You Kidding Me? That's pretty good. Goblin Slayer, Gintama, Yona of the Dawn, Dragon Ball GT will always tell you to watch Dragon Ball.
All Dragon Ball.
Saga of Tanya the Evil. So it's great.
Not many people have heard of that one. I'm surprised you have. All right, hell yeah. Have you ever watched Brave Tim?
Akashic records of yeah. Hold up, I'm messing up. Akatsuki records of bastard magic instructor. Isekai cheat magician. That's great. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX will always tell you to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! No matter how many times it takes until you watch it.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX pretty good.
Knights and Magic. That was great.
If you haven't, I should recommend you should watch Pokemon Horizons.
I
It's
have
actually pretty
not.
good. It's pretty good.
This one that y'all probably heard before, Roka, Braves of the Six Flowers.
Mm-hmm. You got any others? Have you watched My Hero
Yeah, I have a
Academia?
lot. Yes, I have
Jujutsu
watched My
Kaisen?
Hero Academia. Yes, I'm just scrolling, finding more that I've actually watched.
Ooh, speaking of My Hero, have you seen the newest My Hero movie? Because I want to talk about that. I've watched it recently. I finally got to watch it.
You talking about the one with the All Might lookalike?
Or Dark Might, as he started calling himself.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched. I've seen clips of it.
I will not talk about
The
it.
Azteric War. That one's pretty good.
Okay.
You
ever watch Dot Hack Slash?
No, actually. Don't watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc. Actually, watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. It was kind of good. Eden Zero, great anime.
Eureka 7? You ever watch that?
What did you say?
Eureka 7 or Eureka 7?
What is it about? His game probably turned off from being away for too long.
Well, it turned off his out of the party too. But it's a bit complicated. Just to give you a rundown, there's this thing called the Coral that started to attack the planet, and it kind of like messed with these things called like ley lines, which is like where energy comes from. And there's this boy whose dad was like this really freaking famous mechanic and stuff like that, and he's a fan of a particular sport where people like surf these freaking ley lines, right? Well, turns out that the team he's a big fan of is also like the head of this like resistance thing, and he finds a mech suit. It's kind of like Gundam adjacent, but it's also a love story because there's this girl that he finds, and she has a special connection to the mech suit that he pilots. Like, she can evolve its power. Eureka 7 or Eureka 7, I'm not exactly sure how it's spelled. I want to say
that sounds
Eureka
like
7, but it doesn't
Franks.
look like it's spelled like Eureka. And there's 2 parts of it. I actually haven't seen the second part. I need to find it so I can watch it. I've only watched the first part.
Dr. Stone. Watch Dr. Stone. It is so great.
I love Dr. Stone. I read the manga, and I really just wait for more of the anime to come out. They should be finishing soon, because from what I've seen, they're getting pretty caught up.
Yeah. The strongest saves with the weakest crest. Windbreaker, if you like fights, then watch Windbreaker. Yeah. Way better fights than Tokyo Revengers.
Had more talking though than.
Yeah, it did. It does.
Fight.
Ouch.
Tokyo Revengers is pretty good too. I like that.
Berserk of Gluttony. That one's pretty good.
Berserk in general is good. Just regular Berserk. With
Tokyo Ghoul is good.
Yeah. Tokyo Ghoul, freaking Fire Force, Soul Eater.
The God of High School.
Soul Eater
great.
Not.
The Daily Life of the Immortal King. Failure Frame, pretty good. Mob Psycho 100. Bungo Stray Dogs.
Oh, Bungo Stray Dogs. That's another good one.
Code Geass.
Code Geass.
Hell's Paradise. If you get through the fan service, because this show has a lot of it. Food Wars.
Food Wars. I've not watched Food Wars.
If you
but I heard
get
it was good.
through the fan service, this is the most fan service I've probably ever seen in anime. It has
I've
pretty
never,
good fights and storytelling. High
never
School
watched
DxD.
or read.
It's only I'm only telling you High School DxD for the fight and the storytelling, not for the fan service. Don't think it like that.
Oh, you mean not for a girl dodging bullets with their tits?
That what is that called? What is that anime called? That one too. That's a good anime if you get past the fan service. What is that anime called?
Freaking.
High School of the Dead. High School of the
High
Dead.
School of the Dead. Yeah.
The World's
There's High
Finest
School
Assassin. The World's Finest
Assassination
Assassin is good.
Classroom.
Assassination Classroom. Plunderer.
Freaking.
Wisteria
Magi series.
Wanden Store. The Promised Neverland was I.
I've not seen The Promised Neverland.
How to Not Summon a Demon Lord. I already told you Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest. Black Summoner. Kuroko no Basketball. Cowboy Bebop. I might watch Berserk.
Oh, you
I might actually watch. What? It only has. Oh no, this is a remake of Berserk.
Yeah. The remakes aren't as bad as on some of the, they cover over some of the parts differently, but the original Berserk is dark. It's dark.
Where can I watch the original Berserk?
Radiant.
Radiant is great.
Oh my god, I forgot about Radiant. I've been waiting for them to make a third part because freaking they didn't make a third part because they're getting caught up to where the manga was, right? But now the manga is so much farther. And it's a French manga. Did you know that? It's actually like a French-made manga and anime. Or, well, like the animation company that makes Radiant is based out of France.
Oh,
even though
Parasite the Maxim.
Parasite, that's a good one. D. Gray Man, that's another one.
Blood Blockade Battlefront.
Yeah, speaking of blood and attacks, Dead Man Wonderland. Even though they never got to finish it, it's still freaking amazing.
Buddy Daddies.
I haven't seen that one.
The Testament Sister New Devil.
Okay. Freaking another good one.
Battle Game in 5 Seconds. Black Lagoon. Kimono Jin. Dude, I love Kimono Jin. I'm so upset. I hope that they're making new ones of it. It was so good.
Actually, I need to. I can't. I have to relog into Crunchyroll on my phone. I'll do that later. It's the Something's Bride that my freaking girlfriend showed me. So she's asleep right now, so I can't ask her what it is.
What is it?
I think it's the Something's Bride or Apprentice or something like that. I don't freaking remember. He has this freaking like badass guy with like a skull for a head. He's like some kind of magical being. And like he introduces this girl to a whole
another
other
good
world.
romance anime, My Happy Marriage. That was great. Toradora, that one's great.
Yeah. There's some more that she showed me, but I gotta freaking remember.
There's this one basketball
Steins Gate. That's the one.
that I have not been able to find. It's like this little kid. They call him Ducky or like something referencing a duck, and he can shoot. Bro can shoot like a bro is the Curry of his anime.
Okay.
Like bro can shoot, but I don't know the name of it, and I am so upset that I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, I don't know which one you're talking about. I haven't seen that. Sounds freaking crazy. Is it like Slam Dunk or something?
No, it's not Slam Dunk.
That's the only basketball anime I can think of.
You can't think of Kuroko no Basketball?
I've never seen that one. I didn't even know it exists. So literally, when somebody says basketball anime, the only thing I can think of is...
Again, I have to say this again. If you get through the fan service, freezing is good. Just get through the fan service. I promise you, it is good. I
Okay.
feel like I have to say this every time when I get to a show that has a lot of fan service.
Damn. Well, anyway.
Persona 5, the
Oh,
animation,
he's got
that's
more.
pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I heard the Persona games are also pretty good. I've never got to finish.
Yeah,
any
I
of them, but
played
played them
I
at
played
friends' house.
Persona 5 Strikers. I played it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Uh,
I played a little bit of the
Tomorrow's
story of
Joe.
Persona
If you wanna cry, watch Tomorrow's Joe.
5. Okay.
And those are like the ones that I can see really.
Hmm.
Those are the ones that I can see. Oh, Afro Samurai, that one's pretty good.
Oh yeah, Afro Samurai is freaking great.
The Last Summoner, pretty good.
All right. Well, Mahari, I think
Yeah,
it's about time to close this up
wanna,
as a podcast. I might be switching over to just a stream here because it's been going for a while, and our other guest disappeared. I'm about to change the name of this.
And I don't want to bombard them with more animes.
Right.
I think they're probably chatting like, oh my god, when will this guy ever shut up about anime?
Yeah. But hey, man, that's a lot of anime recommendations from.
So, do you have any homework
the...
for me to watch for the next one?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want, you can come in, but you'll be a guest here, so freaking I can't have you like week after week after week. we'll save you up some stuff.
That is true. I am only a guest.
Yeah. But let's see here.
Chat.
Things that you haven't seen. Because you've seen
If you
a lot
want,
of ones that I've seen.
Chat. If you want more of me, ask him. Because then I will come on the podcast more. Just ask him.
You know what? I'm
like you're already gonna see
it's not an anime. It's a fantasy show. You have access to Amazon Prime, like the normal, just the shows that I have on.
Nah.
No? Okay. What do you have access to watch? That'll help me.
Crunchyroll, Netflix, Disney Plus.
Ooh, I got one for you on Netflix. It's called Shadow and Bone.
Okay.
It's not an anime. It's a fantasy style show, but it's live action and it's actually pretty freaking good. I really hope that they come back for a third season. But even if it just has the 2 seasons that are out, they're really good.
Okay, and I'll give you an anime. Your homework for the next time I join a podcast is let me try to see. So, have you watched YOME3XTION?
No, but I thought you had already given me the Yu-Gi-Oh movie.
No, that's just for you to watch to enjoy. The actual homework will be actually, you know what? Yeah, that Yu-Gi-Oh movie is your homework.
Right.
And I want a so your assignment is to give me 2 dual analysis.
Okay.
And what do you believe? The one of them, the first one that you really have to pay attention to, because when you watch it and the next time we talk about it, Yugi versus Kaiba. Pay attention to that one, because when we talk about it, remember how I paused and we're like, I want to spoil it for you. That's something in there is going to happen that you have to pay attention to. And then the other dual analysis is them working together against Dark Agami.
Okay.
Like just because that one is for you to see like the Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Lord.
All right. And for you, from Shadow and Bone, I want notes. I want your like actual like reactions to things in the show. What your thoughts about it are.
You said Shadow and Bones?
Yeah, so Shadow and Bone. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original series. But anyway, everyone, this was the Nerd Talk podcast. We had to kind of just wing it and do things a little bit different this week because Kat was gone, so all these notes that I have to get postponed till the next time he can join us. Hopefully he can join us next week. We may have Mahari back next week just because we missed it with Kat, and we kind of planned to have me, him, and Kat here to begin with. And hopefully we can get Khalil actually on the thing. He had things he had to do, so he wasn't able to join us, unfortunately.
Chat, if you want me more, just...
We're trying to get more of himself over here. Anyway, everyone, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon when I just go back to, I guess, streaming some more Xenoverse.
My controller died. My controller died.